The other day, Alex Jones, at the later half of his show, when he was doing a Twitter space, said something kind of insane and super funny. So Alex Jones has been through a lot with those Sandy Hook trials, and things are starting to get pretty bad for him. So I wanted to take a look at this because I thought it was kind of wild. About 15 minutes into the end of his show, Alex Jones started to have a complete breakdown after a question was asked to him by one of the people in his Twitter space. We can take a look.
In the future, telling the truth, but that's where we are. Thank you. Who's the next person? All right, I don't want to leave. I'm exhausted. I couldn't even sleep last night. I slept on the couch. I'm not complaining. I'm completely cross-eyed, crazy, exhausted. And I can't, I'm like literally here like watching a family member die, like 30 years on air, 27 years this operation, 15 years in this building. And I'm literally, when I know I leave tonight, they're going to shut us down. Maybe it's tomorrow, the next day. I just want people to know I love you. I believe in you. I believe in humanity. I believe in my grandparents. I believe in my parents. I believe in humanity. And I just want to fucking stop these people.
Not him drooling on himself like a baby. What the hell? Look at that. Is he crying? No, he's not. He's pretending. So he's pretending to ugly cry. He tried to force himself to ugly cry many times throughout this stream. His show, he was like trying to ugly cry over and over again to try to get sympathy from his audience. They're gonna try. They're coming to shut me down. They're coming to shut me down. They're gonna come in and shut me down. They're gonna use this bill. Oh no, got my hopes up. I don't think he's actually crying. I think he's trying to force himself to cry.
These people, they gotta be stopped. We gotta stop them. So, at the end of the day, we're gonna beat these people.
Yo, dude, the emotion that you're trying to express, I personally feel that's probably how the Sandy Hook parents felt, how they actually felt when you were attacking them right after their children passed away. I personally think it's something along those lines. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's actually really pathetic. It's actually so sad.
I'm trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children. Just take more calls. Go ahead, do the next person. Because we can't in the future.
Dude, this... He's like snotting and snarling he's snarling like a rabid dog, man. It's so weird. The noise, can you imagine the noises that he makes into his microphone is like half of the noises I would imagine a mukbanger that makes while sloppily eating a king crab covered in butter. So he claims that the feds are going to try and shut him down. The feds are coming to obliterate him. The feds are coming to destroy him. Okay. If you're wondering what he's talking about is the fact that he was being held accountable for the crimes that he committed against these Sandy Hook parents, okay? And he's getting upset about it because what's possibly going to happen is that when they come to collect his debt, his $1 billion worth of debt, that they could shut down that studio, possibly, depending on how it goes. And now you should take other assets and property from him. I'm just saying that he's spending a whole lot of time pretending to cry about this property. We're not spending a single second to care about never spending a single second to care about the parents of the victims of Sandy Hook. But he's the real victim in all this, right? He's the real victim, you see.
Attack. I've been gaslit. I've had secret federal filings filed on me that I'm committing crimes, referred to the Justice Department, which of course wasn't true. We'd already filed it in federal court months before. They didn't even check this shit. If you're gonna fucking frame somebody and fucking lie about them to goddamn federal court with the fucking know it's already filed in the goddamn court, you bastard. So fuck you. And fuck anybody else that tries to go on your shit. You
he's
want
breaking
fucking
down,
war, you fucking got it. I told you one more fucking lie and I was gonna do this, all right? I tried to sustain this place. I didn't believe America was as corrupt as this. I didn't believe we were this fucked, and we are this fucked. This country is administratively got a bunch of scum in charge of it. That's why it's going down the tubes, and America and the whole world sees it. So you misjudge who I am, and in a year of minions misjudge who I am, and you have no idea. No idea. So go ahead, try to jerk off some operation to shut the doors here and do that and prove everything I said. It doesn't matter. And I don't sit there and make threats. I make promises. I haven't had time yet to dig it out of my phone, but I will. And you will, at the end of the day, know that Alex Jones, the American patriot, defeated your evil ass.
Yeah, so basically he's complaining about the fact that he said he had to sleep in his van to stop it from... Okay, so what all of this is kind of stemming from is the fact that he claims the night before he had to sleep in his van to his RV to stop it from getting repoed to be sold by the court to help pay his dues that he has again to pay his balance that he has pursuant to his judgment against him by the by the court in the Sandy Hook trial that he had, right? That's basically what he's talking about, how they're trying to shut him down, they're trying to stop him. Look at all these horrible things that he's doing. Look at all these horrible things that are happening to me. I did nothing wrong and they're prosecuting me. Look, please don't do this to me. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I am begging you, please. Please, please, please don't jack my shit. Oh yeah, he even gave a war cry.
We have to stay here. We have to let them shut us down. We have to stand all the way to the end, and we're gonna win.
Jones, I think everybody needs a war cry, man. Can you muster a war cry?
It's a big joke.
It's not really though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's also inspiring.
As you see, when you give a war cry, the reason why they did a war cry is because the vibrations from the war cry shook testosterone from your balls and put it directly into your bloodstream. And so, Jones, can you please give us a nice little war cry, please? Try not to spit on the mic.
Let it go. It's fine. It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack.
Dude, why are they all turning so red today? What's up with conservatives going tomato mode? Me when the wife takes the kids. Therapy. Yeah, he needs therapy bad. Crying is good for the soul. Someone said this is a bitch cry. How far Mr. Jones has fallen, how far?
We don't want to fight because we know we're going to win. We don't want to put you people through that.
I bet.
Up front, and everything's there, and like, I get here, and I picked up weird stuff was going on. I saw security running around all scared. I said, oh, you're shutting us down today, because I picked it up. They go, how do you know that? I said, boom, I got you.
That's funny.
And then it was just like...
Well, it would be funny to call this segment Keeping Up with the Joneses, but there's only Jones now. There's no Joneses. He lost his court proceeding. He lost his custody battle. He lost his custody battle with his wife, and he doesn't have custody over his children anymore. And his wife divorced him. So like, unfortunately, there aren't any Joneses anymore for him. This probably for the best. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it all just goes from there because it's all like green light, attack. So that's what happened. My kids, I like people. Like, why are they such assholes? Like, what is their fucking problem?
I think you used a great term, retarded demonic arrogance. I think that you tap into these energies. You talk about it all the time. We tap into these things by our actions and by our will and our intention. If we tap into these
why is everyone so mean to me, man?
This demonic type of worldview.
They're going to send people to shut us down, and they go, yeah, we've been ordered to shut the building down, but we're not going to follow the law. It doesn't say that. There's no court order. Because I'm going to call the police and say, where's the court order to shut this down? But when they shut it down, folks, it's not a defeat.
Yeah, so basically he was on call the other night telling people that the feds were going to shut his business down that night. Obviously that didn't happen. But what I think is going on right now is that he's trying to build sympathy to get people to give him money. Okay? That's what I actually think is going on right now, like the fake crying and everything. I think it's specifically so he can convince people to donate him money. That's what I really think all of this is about at the end of the day. That's what it seems like what all of this is about, right? And I have a couple reasons for believing that. One, is because right after he made these videos and everything, right? About, oh, they're shutting me down, they're gonna try and take me down, they're gonna try and destroy me. He started posting links to how to give him money and how to donate to InfoWars if you want to keep it running by buying his big naturals. Look, special report. Support us at Dr. Jones Naturals. He wants you to support his big naturals where he charges like $50 per bottle of dick hardening serum or something. Immune support, nascent iodine surface spray, Whole Foods vitamin, $37. Green fiber capsules, $22. This is what he really wants from people, to go on here and buy his big naturals, okay? His his Dr. Jones. He calls it Dr. Jones, okay? His Dr. Jones natural products where he skims money off of his audience. This is kind of one of the nasty parts of I keep saying Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, which is he builds conspiracy. It's, oh man, it's like if, holy crap, it's so true. I thought of it and it's so true. It hit me like a truck, man. Alex Jones is the human embodiment of Apple's idea to remove the headphone jack to bump the price up on wireless headphones. Okay, that's the point of it. They remove the headphone jack so they could sell you on the more expensive wireless headphones. Okay, and so that's what they create a problem to be able to sell you something. Alex Jones builds his entire brand on conspiracy theories that they're putting chemicals in the water to turn your balls gay. And so that's why you need to escape all that and buy his big natural products, okay? Dr. Jones's big naturals. You need to buy all of this like brain blast serum and dick hardening serum and the micro green pellets that you need to eat. That's completely crazily overpriced, okay? Like one world government free, like natural products to make you scared and then sell you a product at exorbitant rates. $37, $17, $30, $22. But that one's on sale, just so you know. These ones are on sale too. This one's actually $50. And then sells you all of this garbage. This is where Alex Jones really makes his money. It's been said multiple times that in court filings, this is where the real money pit for his audience actually is, in the in the supplements that he sells people, that he doesn't have to go through the FDA to be able to sell, because supplements, like dietary supplements, are not held to the same standard as medicines and even food, really. So you can put whatever garbage you want in and claim whatever benefits you want out of it, as long as it doesn't kill anybody. Usually nobody turns an eye to it. So he can sell you like random piss water at exorbitant rates and then scoop the money off of it and make you more scared to buy normal products from a normal store, because obviously Dr. Fauci is going to put gay chemicals in it to turn your balls gay. And that scares Alex Jones viewers, right? Almost as much as the one world government. So obviously, after that, he released a video, okay, from PJW's basement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing to understand about what's happening in America and the world today is don't get violent. Don't have civil unrest at the, Monday when there was going to be a hearing in court. But the grounds are so much to say.
No, this is about the Donald Trump garbage. Lame and cringe and lame. Here we go. This is the one that I wanted. They look almost so similar. Sorry.
Here's just a few of the headlines saying they want me shut down in 11 days. They want me shut down. They don't want money.
Hey, can you hold that? Can you hold that still so we can actually look at it? These are headlines, bro. These are paragraphs. Judge rejects call to immediately shut down Alex Jones InfoWars bankruptcy dispute.
Saying they want me shut down in 11 days. They want me shut down. They don't want money. Say it again. They want me shut down.
Just to know, he's talking about the Sandy Hook parents.
Deep state trying to shut us down for years. It's come out in Congress. It's been testified in court. Undercover groups have caught FBI, CIA on video admitting it. They are trying to take us down. And in all this lawfare the Democratic Party has run, they've been on record saying they want to shut us down. But we've been so strong and stayed on air so long that when we are facing our final battle and the system is trying to close the doors here, some people are like, whoa, is this really happening? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is all happening. Here are three.
Listen, everybody's CIA, everybody's a Fed. Everybody who subscribes to my YouTube channel is also Fed, just so you know. So if you want to become a federal agent, if you're unemployed right now and you would become a United States government federal agent, I would say go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's an easy in. It's an easy in. You get quick Soros bucks as well. You can get on that shitty hobby that you have soon and start dumping money into it. I promise you. Only good things coming from hitting the subscribe button on this channel. It's wild how that works.
3 articles, AP, Reuters, CBS News. Actually, I got 4 articles here. Bloomberg. They're all right here with the headline. Sandy Hook families ask for Alex Jones Media Company's liquidation on the 14th. Coming up in 11 days.
Yeah, so this is what he was actually talking about, which is way different than the feds are trying to shut me down, which is the Sandy Hook parents specifically asked for the liquidation of InfoWars so that he can start paying his debt that he has to them that he's incurred in court, which is honestly way different than Joe Biden and the feds, which, you know what I think that he's trying to do here? I think he's trying to piggyback off of Donald Trump to be able to make, he's actually grifting off of Donald Trump, which I think is the funniest thing in the world, okay? So what I personally think is happening is that he saw what was happening to Donald Trump. He was like, oh shit, I could say the same thing. Oh, hopefully they give me cash too. And so Donald Trump is now the victim of the unfair law system. So now he can be the victim of the unfair law system. And that's why you need to give him money too. And as much money as you possibly can. Give him a lot of money. He really needs it. Please. Yeah, it's multi-track grifting.
Alex Jones InfoWars parent must liquidate. Creditors say. Sandy Hook family has bankruptcy judge to liquidate Alex Jones Media Company, CBS News. AP, judge rejects call to immediately shut down Alex Jones InfoWars in bankruptcy dispute. That is the Associated Press. And I knew when I announced this Friday, immediately there were all these big so-called conservative accounts that said, this is fake. It's a publicity stunt. Jones is lying.
Okay, all of that is true though. Like all of that, like it's a publicity stunt. It's fake for you to get money. Yes, all of that. Like all those things were true. Yeah. And it's proof now that it's true because you said the feds are going to come shut you down. When he said himself, judge rejects. He said it himself. It's literally right here in the AP. Judge rejects calls to shut down Alex Jones. Remember, I thought he said that they were going to come shut him down. I thought he said that they were already there were people at his door shutting him down. But now it's judge rejects shutting him down? Like, are you stupid? You think, listen, I'm not as stupid as like an actual Alex Jones fan, okay? Maybe they believe that stuff, but me with more than 2 working brain cells, okay? I don't believe this type of stuff. It is very easily to see how it literally said reject. Does he know what the word reject means?
Rejects.
Does he know what this means? I'll read it again for you. There you go.
Rejects.
After a weekend in which conspiracy theorist Alex Jones warned his media company face imminent shutdown by the federal government because of his bankruptcy cases, a judge on Monday allowed Jones to keep operating for the next 2 weeks while it decides whether his assets should be liquidated. Wow, crazy. Wow, crazy. Now, I will say the Sandy Hook parents and relatives did ask to liquidate his shit. Yeah, they did ask that. But, you know, as people who won a massive lawsuit against him, that's their right to ask that. Yeah. That is their right to ask that. I think it's right for the judge. No matter what I think of Alex Jones, I think it is right for the judge to at least wait a second before liquidating his entire life. I mean, he already liquidated his family life by forcing his wife to divorce him and take the kids, you know? Just wait for a second before liquidating his his work life too. Just wait a second. I don't know what Alex Jones would do outside of being like a conspiracy theorist online? Like, does he have a job at McDonald's or something? I'm not sure if he could even hold one of those down, honestly. I'd like to see Alex Jones try to hold down $1,000 hour while working in the window, okay? With the drink machine broken and somebody trying to fix and somebody cleaning the ice cream machine. Go ahead and try. While you're short on staff and you have to run out orders yourself to park cars that you parked because they ordered too many quarter pounders, go ahead. Go ahead. Wendy's manager, hilarious you think that he can make it to the manager role. At what point is the platform liable for allowing him to post? That's a good question. And YouTube and other platforms have been held in court. Sorry, have been brought to court for things along these lines. I'm not sure how those cases went, but I do know it's getting the line is starting to be blurred a little bit. They're protected when it comes to the fact that they're platforms and not publishers, the fact that they didn't post that stuff themselves, but allowing that stuff to fester is a massive problem. Now, when it comes to how liable, do you mean like, I think the bar is way lower when it comes to morally liable. When the platform is 100% knowledgeable of this person's content and what they're saying, and they still allow it to happen, then I 100% believe that they're very liable, like very, very liable. This meme is very real for that type of stuff. But when it's somebody way smaller, or when it's a whole bunch of smaller accounts doing it, I think it's really difficult for them to be held liable and stop all those types of people from posting when you have like millions and millions and millions of people who use your platform. Now, Facebook specifically was used. Facebook was used in a genocide the same way the radio stations were used in Rwanda for a genocide. I forget which country specifically. We have to look back into that. But I do know that it was actually used to help propagate information that led to the killing of people. That was their thing, right? And the group that
this meme is very real.
In the group that
this meme is very real.
Rittenhouse was a part of, put together their like little militia on Twitter. It was a little Twitter group that they had. Now the genocide was in Thailand. Yeah, okay, yes. Actually, that one sounds way more correct. I was going to say Thailand, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to be incorrect. I think morally culpable. I think always, right? And when it comes to YouTube allowing what Alex Jones was doing on their platform, when it comes to such a large platform, and I think the culpability gets even though it's harder to regulate the bigger the platform gets, the more responsible a platform is, the bigger it gets, in my personal opinion. Because the more people you're able to reach, the bigger it gets. The more damage you're able to do, the bigger it gets. And so even though it's harder to regulate, I think you become more culpable the bigger you get, because you're allowing more people to spread more things, and you still have an obligation to do that. The only thing that changes is the effect and the danger and the harm that the people on your platform cause when your platform gets bigger. That's it. Now, morally culpable, I think it's always, and it just ramps up for how much known they were. Like if there's a bunch of people running around and doing a specific thing, it gets a lot harder to regulate that. But when there's like one guy doing something horrible, well known, that we all take heed of, that we just allow happen, then I think that you just become more. I personally believe, even though it'd be like a hard precedent, right? I've said it before. I'd rather suffer a rule that stops people like stops people from like Alex Jones, like Fresh and Fit, like Sneeko, like everybody on the Daily Wire, like everybody from the Blaze, like many people from Fox News, especially Jesse Water, like Donald Trump, like so many other nameless like neo-Nazi and far right and paleo conservative channels are able to do. I would be in favor of a rule that like clips all of them that I actively suffer from monetarily and like career wise on YouTube, if it meant that it like harmed them substantially when it comes to reach and growth and the amount of damage that they can do. Because by YouTube doing that, it would actively we would actually be able to see the effects of the world becoming a better place. Like, I know we joke about like this person or that person ruined a generation. Just talking about the moral culpability and how much they're able to reach, I think a lot of people downplay how far people like Andrew Tate went when it came to his reach. Like, there are teachers in like bumfuck nowhere who have to now deal with their young boy students genuinely being wildly misogynistic against the young girls in the classroom, and now young girls' suicide rate has jumped specifically due to like they've taken suicide notes and they've seen that misogyny is like a much larger part of like suicide notes in writings of young girls these days, and in like attempts of suicide, specifically stemming from Andrew Tate becoming such a massive media figure, and them allowing him to grow and balloon into this genuine monster, this genuine like threat to like humanity, the threat to not humanity, threat to like the like just discourse, online culture, offline culture, and in the minds of like a lot of young boys and men, that it's just become such a massive issue that it's hard to not name them culpable. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Rumble. It's hard to not name these platforms non-culpable in what TikTok as well. TikTok allowing Alex Jones on for so long, and not only Alex Jones, the workaround as well that did such big damage, okay? Because a lot of people talk about, oh, you can't ban this guy. When you ban him, he's just stronger. No, that's not true. If it was, then conservatives would be all for getting banned from social media platforms because it would only make their names and accounts grow. Banning them does not make them bigger. What makes them bigger is banning them and still allowing them to post. And now, how would you do that? How do you ban somebody but still allow them to post? Well, you will allow their kind of clip industrial complex to go into overdrive and then start it's like slamming a mama spider, and now all like the baby spiders go crawling across the tiles, right? Like you need to stop them from being able to repost on other platforms, the platforms that they were banned on through their clip industrial complex. Stop them from being able to reach other platforms without criticism on other platforms, not just covering their content critically, because that's what I'm doing. Alex Jones is banned on YouTube, but I'm covering his content critically. I'm talking about people who literally just repost his content. I'm talking about people who specifically post his content in support or to play off that, to be able to boost his this type of message that you're specifically trying to stop for your own gain, right? That's what needs to actually stop. That's the way that they make it so far. You mean like shadow banning? No, not shadow banning. Unless you mean shadow banning a person's name or something. No, I mean like them actually getting banned. I'm talking about ban evasion by allowing them to just allowing somebody else to post their content online, right? Like, have you ever wondered why Keemstar is able to be on YouTube and host a show on YouTube? Well, it's because it's because even though he was banned for saying slurs and attempting threatening to kill people on YouTube, the reason why he's still able to post is because somebody else owns the channel, and so the ban was just him being able to own the channel, not him being able to appear in shows and still post content. So he just had one of his friends make another YouTube channel and make another AdSense account, and then he was just able to continue on to have content again as if nothing ever happened, and it was perfectly legal as the YouTube's TOS, which is just stupid if you think about it. So now somebody can make more money off of lying and making themselves the victim for the damage that they've done to society, to like broader online and sometimes offline communities as well. So yeah, I think a lot of these companies should be really held accountable. And now I know that sucks, but I'm going to be honest with you. The like 2016 destruction of like alt-right channels on like the 2016, 2017, 2018 destruction of alt-right channels on YouTube made YouTube a fundamentally better place. Just period. A fundamentally better place. Banning all those people made it a fundamentally better place. That's not debatable. Okay? If you have any like good morals, right? It's just a fundamentally better place. Now, there is some ban evasion that people have been able to use to help spin off of that, but it's fundamentally better than it was like pre 2016, pre 2015. It genuinely really is, and I think it even needs to be stricter. Now a lot of people complained about that, but it was kind of twofold. It was that and the adpocalypse. The adpocalypse was in the wake of the Paul brothers filming dead bodies in their Japanese rainforest or the Japanese forest and like basically assaulting a bunch of Japanese people for views and clicks, right? Oh yeah, and also trying to like tasing a dead animal and trying to make their corpse dance for a video as well. Like all of that led to the massive adpocalypse, and it was their fault. But I'm going to be honest, and this is a little bit of a more controversial take, especially among YouTubers. I think YouTube has now become a better place because of it. Like after that, I think it's actually a better place because of that. We now have better rules and regulations. We now have people who are trying to make content that's better. I think they should have gone farther. I'm going to be honest with you. Not necessarily on like the adpocalypse and like ad thing. That was more of like third party people who were doing that. I mean, specifically when it came to, I think after all the dust settled, I think we're in a better place than we were when the Paul brothers were posting a whole lot, right? But I think they should have gone even further, especially with those prank channels. I don't think you should be able to make money on YouTube if your content revolves around you harassing people like out in the real world. You are actively incentivizing people to make other people's lives worse. Does that sound like a good business model? Does that sound like something that a company should be able to do and make a profit on? I don't think so. You making a profitable incentive for somebody's life and their job to be harassing other people and making their lives worse. Like those prank channels should have been wiped off the face of the earth. And I think that type of stuff should have been banned. I really do. I think that type of stuff should have been at least completely demonetized, right? Like if your video comes out to like one of those prank channels or something adjacent, right? I think your channel should have been 100% completely demonetized. Not the videos. I think the channel should be demonetized. And then when you've proven that you're not making that type of content anymore, then you can remonetize again. Right. So I think the YouTube channel. Sorry, I think YouTube could be another these. I can't speak apparently. I think YouTube and these other platforms can absolutely be held morally and legally responsible for the things that they keep and promote on their platform. I think they should. Yeah, 100%. I'm sorry, but I know this is a little off topic, but this is like Paul Joseph Watson set. Can you imagine being in the Alex Jones like Dallas compound, and then you hear PJW being like, "4 fucking trans people," like screaming into a microphone, ringing down the halls as you're trying to work, as you're trying to edit like a new clip or something. Can you imagine? Oh no, the homos are back in town. Like holy crap, I'd end it all. Like holy, because this is like this set's probably near other ones, right? Didn't Alex Jones use a helicopter to stalk his ex? Yeah, so for some people who don't know that story, because I see somebody being like, huh? Yeah, so basically what happened is that after he lost his custody battle with his wife, and his wife took the kids, and he wasn't allowed, and she got a restraining order on him because he would do creepy stuff around the house, and she got a new home. Basically what happened is that Alex Jones then got into his helicopter with a bullhorn and a camera, and then started doing circles around his ex-wife's house with the kids out, in a helicopter, just flying around like circles around the house, and he'd zoom in to take pictures of the kids because he wasn't allowed to like see the kids for a while or be allowed to be near the house. So he was like legally outside of the bubble, that of like the restraining order bubble. So that's why he was high up into the air, but he had the guy just circle their house like back and forth over and over again.
So close, circling our house. I can't. I mean, he's out there too.
Whoops! Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can hear the kid. The kid's like, "Mommy, I'm scared."
I can't. I mean, he's out there too.
So this is them. This is the little one.
Good job.
Hi kids, Daddy loves you. Daddy's a very
Great job, man.
Daddy's a very normal
Pretty
human.
down there, isn't it? Look how pretty that creek is, Dad.
Oh my bad, it was his dad, I think. Yeah. Yeah, his dad circled his ex-wife's house.
He's got a bunch of stuff out there. He's bought a bunch of stuff that's down there.
Oh, so beautiful. Family is so beautiful, isn't it? I thought he was just acting crazy. So that's what his lawyer argued in court during the divorce proceedings, that he was just pretending to be like a dumb fuck. But no, he actually believes a lot of this stuff. Like, I think he plays it up a bit, but no, like she said that he would come home and say crazy stuff. Like, remember, he is a Donald Trump supporter. He believes a lot of this stuff. He's not just a grifter. He isn't just lying about a lot of this stuff. I think he plays it up a bit sometimes, but no, he believes just about everything he says. No, he is a crazy person. He is absolutely insane.